Living Together е програма за артистични продукции в рамките на проекта Суперпозиции и тази програма се развива в два дисплея. От една страна имаме видеопрожекции в публично пространство, в което показваме 3 видеотворби на автори, които работят на границата между изкуство и филм, следвани от един втори дисплей, който се осъществява в галерията на Института за съвременно изкуство, където 2 от 3 автора работят за една изложба. В момента сме в пространството на Института за съвременно изкуство, където имаме изложбата Tempore на Рiccardo и Emre Hüner, които направиха 2 инсталации, диалогични инсталации, които са резултат от дългосрочно изследване на архиви, на материали, които те реставрират, които създават, които препрочитат, с идеята за Speculating, която се превръща в нещо като рамка, при която авторите мислят как разказваме истории, за да разкажем други истории, или какви възли връзваме, за да завържим други възли, или какво мислим, за да мислим нещо друго.
For us, speculating is an activity which takes time and space together, and this is how we connected the concept of speculating to the general concept of the exhibition Living Together. Speculation is invention, is thinking together with other people, is creating together, is a way of creating new realities, new possibilities, and somebody uses this concept like Donna Haraway in explaining how speculating is also like science fiction. But we don't think about science fiction in the aesthetical sense of this kind of cultural production of the modernity, but more like a possibility of starting from what we know and adding elements which together bring us collectively to think about other histories which can start here and can lead us in different spaces, in different time, in different possibilities of living. So it's like we have to think that we are in a room which may seem as a movie where we don't know the beginning, we don't know the end, but we know that some elements will lead us to invent, connect, imagine, and construct other spaces.
The drawing series, Inverse Roots of Quasi-Objects, is based on this idea of hybridity between different objects and entities or some different forms. These can be architectural, organic, artificial matter or materials that are actually coming together in a way that it's unexpectedly random, or at least it seems the togetherness of 2 unrelated things, living or artificial or objects. And then from the combination of these 2 things, I try to come towards a form that is almost artificially created. So the togetherness and the final version of these 2 things become a sculptural idea, which later I work on it as like a digital image, like a 3D dimensional rather than a 2D image. And this becomes the starting point of hybrid and eclectic forms that are not easily defined and not like clearly one thing. So this idea of having hybrid forms and materials contains the information that I'm also like using in the under layers of the ideas of this work?
Most of these works came from my last research, which is called Geranos, and it was developed through some researches that I did in Switzerland, and in particular in Monte Verità and Eranos Foundation. These two, let's say, immense cultural centers during the time had the power to reshape in some way the cultural horizon of all Europe since the 19th century. And all of this study material and archive lead me to the Warburg Institute, where is stored the Eranos archive, which is an iconographical archives made by Jung, Mircea Eliade, Campbell, Kearney, Corben, and many other people that started to storage in Switzerland a huge imaginary place where they took all of the image to study the symbolism and the folklore and the archetype. So all this work in some way are telling this type of imaginary story, and in some way the key concept it was surrounded about this idea of the dance, which is Geranos. Geranos is a name of an old ancient Greek dance that it was performed by few dancers that in some way recreate a spiral. And this dance lead the mythology of the labyrinth, no? during the time. And this idea that the architecture of a labyrinth it was at the very beginning one dance movement. It inspired me to in some way intertwine all of this biography, all of these archives, and all of these histories together as an ecosystem of movement where all the personal geography or biography or history has in some way vanished in this interdependence and in this great dance of movements. And all of this vision inspired me, all of the work that I in some way I share in this space.